Hi friends, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I have so much new makeup sitting in front of me, from the Sephora VIB sale to other things that I picked up the past couple of weeks. I am very excited. It's been a little minute since I've done a new testing new makeup video. We have some really good stuff to play with today. We're gonna dive into it, grab a snack, grab something to drink, because this is gonna be a long but fun video. Here's my dilemma, because I have quite a few new palettes that I've picked up recently. I have these two palettes from Melt. These are from the Nightmare Before Christmas collection. I don't know if I want to use one of those or if I want to use the new Glam Light Kiss palette. The tones are very vibrant, and I don't know if this is the vibe I'm going for today. I kind of low-key want to use this one, the Halloween Town palette, and maybe play with the purples. Let's see if the quality is the same as the Melt quality that I know and love. I do want to start off with Bone Daddy. Okay. Already very pigmented. And I already primed my eyelids. I used my Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. That is my absolute favorite eye primer. Just kind of wanted to get a base down. It does look a lot darker in person, but I love that we have this depth in this palette. Let's just go down a shade into this one called The Mayor. I feel like I low-key might want to put blue on this look. So I'm going to use this shade to kind of go over everywhere that I just placed that first shade, just to kind of blend this out a little bit. These colors are blending beautifully together. I want to go with this purple called My Bugs, and I want to pop this in the inner corner just to make it even more seamless. And I love that you can see literally every color purple that I've placed on my eyes. I love that, and this formula is performing really beautifully. I feel like this blue right here is really calling my name. It feels very hard pressed in the pan. How it looks on the eyes. Do I like that color? That's pretty. Okay, well, it's showing up on the lid, so that's nice. Ooh, that's actually very pretty. It just feels really hard pressed in the pan, but it is absolutely performing on the eyes. Next up, we have these new mascaras that Winky Lux sent over. So one of these is a lash primer, a So Extra mascara, and a detail-oriented mascara. And on here, they have the steps on how to use this. So it says to first start off with the conditioning lash primer. That's supposed to give a lash boosting base layers. This is what the conditioning lash primer looks like. So let's see. Usually they're white, but I mean, this is pretty close. Next up, they're saying, is the So Extra mascara. This is supposed to give full lashes. You can stack up coats. This is the So Extra mascara. I like how this wand looks. Let's hope that I can cover this primer. I don't know if this is giving me the effect that I was hoping it was gonna give. I don't really feel like it's doing much. I just feel like I'm going in with so many extra layers. It's not really making a huge difference. I usually don't use a mascara primer, and I feel like I'm good to go. But with this, I feel like I'm not even getting the effect that I usually get with like my Benefit Bad Girl Bang using this step system. I'm not gonna go on with the third mascara. This is the detail-oriented one. I'm probably just gonna put this one to the side for a giveaway. I am unbelievably excited about this. Urban Decay sent over their new Face Bond. I have been waiting to try this out. I am unbelievably excited. Claims on this is that it's up to a 24-hour foundation. It's waterproof. There's medium buildable, can't feel coverage. It's a serum. It's supposed to improve skin texture. It also has niacinamide. It's also a setting powder, so it's self-setting with a natural matte finish. This is the shade that they sent over, 32 medium deep warm golden. I really hope that this shade works for me, but if not, I did pick up a few shades of, samples from Sephora of this product, but I'm hoping that this is a good one. This is what the product looks like. And let me just color correct really quickly. I don't know how much to use of this product. I guess I'll use my fingers for full coverage. It's a little warm. Okay. I feel like I definitely can make this shade work though, but it is a little bit warm. And let's switch to a brush because I feel like this is so messy. This is a self-setting formula, so I feel like it's gonna kind of dry pretty quick on me. but I definitely can make it work with like concealer and bronzer and all of that. You definitely don't need a lot of this product, which I kind of figured because of how little this little tube is. Definitely does feel a little bit tacky. Let me try a little bit more, but I'm gonna use the brush just to build it up a little bit and get some more coverage out of it. I feel like this is a very different product for Urban Decay, and I feel like lately they've been trying to come out with new innovative products, so I definitely do commend them for that. But Urban Decay is like, no, we're gonna come out with some new stuff. You're gonna get some new stuff from us. You're not gonna, you know, we're not gonna just stick with the naked line. We're gonna give you some new product. I think it does look really nice on the skin, actually. I think that second layer really does help for me. To say that this is a serum, it's not the most hydrating formula. It definitely does feel, you know, kind of matte. So if you have dry skin, I don't really know if you're gonna like this product. Cream blush, I got the new Made by Mitchell Curve Case Collectives. This is a curve case of literally just blushes. I think I saw someone ask about would deeper complexions be able to use all of these shades, and there are some lighter shades in here, but what I love about the curve cases is that you can customize these shades to make them whatever you want. So let's say, you know, I wanted to use this purple, but I was like, oh, that's way too purple for my look. I could take one of these lighter shades and mix it together and get a custom purple kind of look. This is a deep curve case that has bronzers and contours in it, as well as 4 blushes. Mitchell saw how much we love this. He was like, y'all want the blushes? I'll give you the blushes. I have every blush color that I could ever want and ever need. So I knew I was gonna pick this up with the quickness. I got this at 5 a.m. on launch day, okay? I was up bright and early for this because I love the curve case so much. Now, I think for my look today, what do I want to use? I kind of wanted my blush to be pink, only because I have new powder blush that is like pinky that I kind of want to use, and I kind of want that to kind of match the powder blush. Today, I want to go in with this color, Pink Party. So pretty. So I'm gonna take Pink Party. Yeah, I really wanted like a pinky kind of blush. Love, love, love this formula. I have not set my face yet. I do have a new powder. I have 2 new powders actually that I want to use. But I think this pink is gonna look so pretty with that blush I wanna use. It's from NARS. Look at how yummy and delicious this just made my cheeks look. I have the new Hourglass Pressed Powder. I usually don't buy Hourglass products, mainly because, you know, the shade range is not the best. But when I saw this powder, I said, hold up. Right now, all of the shades are sold out on Sephora's website, except for the deepest. This is not the deepest shade, but I got this for the under eyes to add brightness. I'm not gonna use it to set because it's not advertised as a setting powder. I'm gonna go on with my Makeup Forever HD Skin powder. I got these little pinky powder puffs from e.l.f. I have been looking for a powder puff this small, and e.l.f. delivered, okay? They delivered with the powder puffs, and I just feel like it's so perfect, and it fits right up under the eye, right up under that eye. Literally perfection. I believe you get a pack of 3 for $6, which it's a steal. I'm gonna spray a little bit of MAC Fix Plus. MAC Fix Plus literally helps to melt all of the powders together, make your skin not look powdery. The skin is coming together, okay? I told you guys, we were gonna make that Urban Decay shade work, okay? We were gonna make it work. Now, for the fun part, I actually have 2 new powders. I also picked up this powder set here from Beauty Creations. This is their new pink powder. This is a talc-free powder. All of their other powders are not talc-free, but this is their newest one, and they did make it talc-free. I've used this once before, and oh my gosh, this shade is pink. It is pink, but it is so brightening, but with a pinky kind of blush. It is beautiful. I found that I like pink powders on top as like a brightening powder. I wouldn't use a pink powder to set. I would use it on top of like this powder to add that brightness and help it mesh with my blushes. I do want to go in with the new NARS blush, and the blush I want to use today is Dominant. This one is a really pretty pinky toned kind of blush, and that's why I wanted to use that pinky blush in the curve case, because I wanted to go in with this blush from NARS. I love this newly reformulated blush. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. beautiful. Also lightly set on top of that cream blush just because I wanted this powder blush to have something to stick onto. You see how it kind of looks harsh? It's not super blended and meshed well together. That is where I'm hoping that this Hourglass powder comes in at. So this is a talc-free sheer pressed powder that's going to instantly reduce shine for an airbrush finish that lasts all day. And the finish is matte. I saw that the finish of this was matte. I got really excited because everything that Hourglass comes out with is radiant, you know, nothing is catered to like the oily skin people out there. Really hope I like what I see. I'm not gonna use this right here. One, it's super thin and it's not gonna give me the effect that I like. I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite powder puffs and swirl it in this powder here. Interesting. They said it was sheer, but that's not looking pretty sheer to me. And let's just see how this does meshing the blush with the powder. Ooh, hold up. Wow. Oh my gosh, is this what I've been looking for? Do you see what I mean when I say it meshed that blush together? It's super harsh on this side. It's not seamless, but then you go on this side and you're like, honey, that is flawlessly airbrushed. That just made the world of a difference. I've been looking for a talc-free powder, like pressed powder, that's gonna give me the kind of finish that this just gave me. And then I'm just gonna go over all of this. I'm gonna spray more Fix Plus. I am very impressed with this powder. I've heard how good Hourglass products are, and I really haven't been able to fully dive into the brand because their shade ranges could be better. This isn't even the deepest shade, and I knew that I wanted this particular shade for under the eyes to do exactly what I did, and I think it looks absolutely flawless. I don't even know if I'm gonna use this pink powder. Let me show it to you though. It came with this little baby puff. Y'all know I'm obsessed with baby puffs now. And a big puff, and I think this whole set was like $12, which unbelievably affordable. This is the pink powder. It is pretty pink. It's not a light pink, like it actually shows up very pigmented on my skin tone. Really pink though in person. It's pretty pink. It's great for a brightening powder, and it's also good to use kind of like how I use the Hourglass to help mesh your blush and make it more seamless. For bronzer, I'm gonna go with this new one from e.l.f. This is in the shade Sun Soaked. This is their primer infused bronzer. This shade is a little bit too light for me, but we're just gonna roll with it. We're gonna use it. If I really pile this on, I can get it to show up. But I am happy that they came out with, you know, blushes in this line and bronzers. Definitely would love to see a more expanded shade range as well. Formula on these is really nice and very smooth. I have to set the rest of my face. I have this Sephora Collection Micro Smooth Powder. I want to give this a try. Let's see, because, oh wow, lots of kick up. Lots of kick up in the pan. Maybe my brush is too dense. Maybe I need something no, let's do something a little bit more fluffier, I guess, and more flimsy. Well, still kind of has a lot of kick up, but I'm gonna use this and dust it all over the face. I'm gonna go back into my blush brush and kind of go over the edges. For lippies, I placed an order off of ColourPop's website. So I picked up their new plumping lip liner and 3 of their new So Juicy Click gloss sticks. I've actually tried these already and I do have some thoughts. I love the lip liner. It feels just like, you know, the tingly sensation of these right here. If I was to compare the pepperminty kind of feel, it would be just like the e.l.f. and just like the Tarte. So picture that kind of feel when it comes to this release from ColourPop. I've tried these lippies and I feel like they're just a little bit too sheer for me. Kind of give like a wash of color, and whenever I go in with a product like this from other brands, they have a little bit more pigment. Some have more pigment than others, but I feel like I could wear those other products in a completed lip combo as opposed to this. I feel like I like this formula better as like a topper on top of a lipstick. This one is PSL, and I do feel like out of the other two that I picked up, this one has the most pigment to it. On the lips, it truly does sheer out. If I had to choose between these and the e.l.f., I would 100% pick the e.l.f. over these, but I love the lip liner, so I am gonna go in with this today. This is in the shade Mocha Latte. I love a nice creamy brown lip liner. It is so nice. For lippy, do I want to use the ColourPop? Do I want to use the Give? Ooh, I think this would be really pretty. Because I feel like this is going to give me that pigment that I want. This was the Give Dewy Plump Collagen Lip Gel in the shade Hibiscus. Last but certainly not least, I'm very nervous about this. I haven't actually tried this product yet, but it's new from e.l.f. This is the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. As you can see, there's a layer of oil here, and this is the setting spray here. So it's going to separate like this, but you have to give it a shake. This is supposed to have a dewy kind of, you know, look to the skin, which makes me nervous because I usually don't like dewy. I feel like we definitely could have done without the layer of oil in this. Mister is fine. I really feel like I felt nothing go on my face. Like, did it go on my face? A little bit of, you know, specks, but nothing too crazy. Doesn't look overly dewy, I guess. Do you guys see a difference? I truly felt like I could not feel anything going on my face. I'm gonna trust that it did, but I really felt nothing. So I guess that's a good thing. It's a super, super fine mist. I thought it was gonna leave my skin like overly dewy, but I feel like it has a nice, healthy glow to it. I'm not mad at how my skin is looking right now. Really enjoyed just about everything that I tried today. Just recap really quickly all of the products I tried. First things first was the Nightmare Before Christmas palette. This one was the Halloween Town palette. Love my eye look today. The shimmer that I used all over the lid was pretty hard pressed in the pan, but you really do get payoff on the eyes, and I think it is absolutely beautiful. I am very happy with the mattes in here. The mattes blended themselves. I just hope that Melt keeps it up with this formula here, because I've heard that a lot of Melt palettes are hit or miss, but every palette that I have personally tried from Melt has been a true hit for me. This little Urban Decay Face Bond, I really like it. You know, the shade is not the best shade for me, but looking at my overall finished look, I'm very happy with how my base looks, and this product does play a part in it. I will definitely continue to play with this product and update you on how it wears, but we were able to make this shade work, but I definitely want to pick up a different shade than this one. The NARS blushes, I love these blushes. I already have 3 of these blushes, but I already have 2 more on my wish list that I really want to pick up. You already saw how beautiful and vibrant this is and how it lays down on the skin. It just melts into the skin and it does not look powdery, which is why I really, really love these blushes from NARS. The Curve Case from Made by Mitchell, very happy that I have this. I love this formula so, so, so much. Forgot to mention, he also has a new formula that he's tested out in this palette. This is kind of like, I think it's the Blush Balm Lights formula, so it has shimmer in this one. You can kind of see it there. I highly recommend checking out the Made by Mitchell curve cases if you feel like this is too big or too expensive. He has smaller versions that come with 4 contours / bronzers and 4 blushes in 3 different palettes, so definitely check out this formula because it's one of my favorites. The Sephora collection face powder, I just lightly set my face with this, but of course I'm gonna continue to try this and definitely update you in a speed makeup review video. So far, my face does not feel sticky where I use this powder, so far so good. The mascara primer and mascara, not really my favorite mascara, but I'm gonna play around with this some more and see if there's other mascaras I like better with the primer. I'm gonna try this out some more, but I'm not really the biggest fan of this right now. The Hourglass setting powder, I truly think this was the standout for me today because wow, wow, wow. Y'all saw the difference on both sides of my face. I feel like my under eyes look absolutely smooth. I don't really recommend using this as a setting powder to set a wet concealer because this isn't really meant for that. This is more of like a finishing powder. It's gonna give you that kind of airbrushed kind of look, but I'm very tempted to go and pick up the deepest shade for all over the face because for under the eyes, this tan shade is perfection. The Give Beauty Lip Plump Gel, you all know how I feel about this. I think I'm gonna pick up another shade. I already have 2 shades, but I love this formula. It gives me the pigment I want, the shine I want, the comfortability that I want, so I'm very happy with that. The ColourPop lip liner, I love this. It just feels really cooling on the lips. Love how creamy this is, but it doesn't really slip inside everywhere. If I had to recommend this or this, I highly recommend this. But this is available at Ulta, so definitely pick up one just to try it out and see how you like it. You might prefer this formula because it is a lot more sheer than some others that are on the market. The e.l.f. setting spray, it's already starting to settle back down. It doesn't leave a greasy look on the skin, which is what I was nervous about because it has oils in here. My skin looks really healthy. Now, how is this gonna wear? We shall see. I'm definitely gonna update you and let you know. But e.l.f. has been killing it with the dupes, okay? They've been coming out with a lot of dupes. You know, if this wears well, this just might be a game changer for me. The powder bronzer from e.l.f., I literally misplaced it. It was here, but love that formula. I do have to pile on a couple of layers to really get it to show up, but I do like the formula on that. I think it is very, very smooth as well. This was a fun video. I had so much fun hanging out with you all. But let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.